Where can I find a high value man? When you are feminine, when you are a high quality woman, you don't need to look for a man. He will find you. You see, the way the universe works is just we feel as a woman that we're entitled. Well, I am sexy, I am pretty, I'm educated, I have my house, my car, my degree. I'm entitled to have a high quality man. With this, you will never find a high quality man. With this attitude, you will find a feminine man who would want to use you so that you pay for his lunch and dinner. Yeah, because you're successful, because you think you're entitled. How you can actually find a high value man is by working on becoming more and more feminine. When you're becoming humble, you're meditating, and you're starting to detach from your self-defense mechanism where you have to defend yourself, where you gotta provide for yourself, where you gotta prove the point, where you gotta show off. Then you become more and more gentler. And when you're more gentler, man sees that. And when men sees that, they're like bees, come to you like you're a flower. Because you gotta get, we as a women, we attract to us either flies or bees. Flies are the feminine men, and bees are a masculine provider type of man. But you gotta also get flowers attract bees and attracts flies. And so that's what it sounds nasty, right? But I want you to start having the ideology. If you see that you are just attracting feminine men or insecure men, you gotta be authentic. See your negative qualities. So look at something that is nasty inside of you and start working on it. And the best way to transform the nastiness, and the fastest and the cheapest, the free way, is through spiritual journey, my friend. And you're gonna start shedding off your masculinity like an onion. And the more you're peeling off these layers, the more you're gonna start feeling, this is who I truly am. This gentle, kind, feminine woman that can trust men. And when you can trust men, they're gonna start taking care of you. And that's what feels really wonderful. Really extraordinary, where you are not overexceeding yourself and stressing yourself out and trying to provide and protect for yourself and your kids and everybody. It's exhausting. Woman is not designed to work. If you wanted to work, you work part-time, a little bit here and there to make a difference, to contribute, but not to pay bills. This is all masculine energy. When you start dating, this is for you time to learn and study. Does this guy wants to change for you? You see, most of the women are trying to find a man who is already perfect. There is no perfect man. All men have their negative qualities. Maybe they're smoking, maybe they're drinking, maybe they're argumentative, maybe they're stubborn, maybe they're mama's boys, maybe they're feminine. Whatever the problem is, man who you can craft like a Lego. My son likes Legos, so he built one for me just a few days ago. And so you can build a man like a Lego, and it will take you time. The more you're building him, the more he'll become a man that you like. And some women are thinking, oh, I'm not his mama, I don't want to work on him or educate him or teach him. Then you will never be in a happy relationship, because every woman's job is to influence him, inspire him to change. But my ladies, friends, the only way you can inspire a man to change is by holding your cherry, not giving sex. If you're sleeping with him, he is not going to be inspired to change. And so if a man is changing for you, that means he truly loves you. If he sees it's important for you that he buys you gifts, and he's changing and buying you gifts, he loves you. If he sees that it's important for you that you won't work full time, and he will start supporting you financially, and he does this, that means this man loves you. And so that's when people are just get together and they're like, oh, I am in love with him, oh, I have feelings, I have butterflies. My friends, on butterflies and feeling of love, relationship won't last. So we have to, as a ladies, gotta become so feminine and gentle so we can slowly start influencing our men to change. And that's how relationship will stand. Yeah. What is your advice for a job? I'm a lawyer, but it's tough. Friends, I actually, in my practice, 19 and a half years, I worked mainly, actually, with doctors, celebrities, producers, attorneys, surgeons, and high manager type of people. Very stressful job, very demanding job. And so most of women that I worked who were surgeons, doctors, and producers and directors were very miserable in their relationship. So the success and money that you are making gonna be costing you a relationship. Either they were single or they had a terrible relationship where their boyfriends and them were constantly battling. So at this point, what I would suggest to you, if you're an attorney, work part-time. And if it's impossible in your practice and you're single, yes. And if you are single and if you cannot work part-time in your practice, in your law firm, find a different law firm. Because I also heard that attorneys can become consultants. Yes, you'll be making less money, but you'll have your own hours. And so when you do that, you're sending the message, my happiness is more important than a job and success and money. And the moment you do that, the mind shift starts shifting. And at some point, honestly, my friends, all of the attorneys and doctors and high up CEO type of women that I worked with were giving up their careers. The moment they start shifting to
spirituality and femininity.
And actually, they were more interested in becoming health coach, artists, because they were programmed by their parents to be successful, independent, because they were raised by a feminist mother, very success and goal oriented, and they became very miserable. And what it cost them is their relationship, or they were single. And so ideally, you want to fully shift away from your career because it's a very masculine career. It's for men career. But at least for now, because you said you're spiritual, you can do it part-time. And as you're doing the spiritual journey, you're going to start understanding what is your calling, what is your purpose. Because in all of my spiritual videos, I talk about that we have 4 different purposes in our life. Either we're born as a teacher, either we're born as a warrior, and these are typically leaders, managers. Either we're born as a business people and we're responsible for economy, and these are Donald Trump, Walt Disney, who are really good with money. Or we're craftsmen, and the craftsmen is doctors, attorneys, but usually the craftsmen are men. These are athletes. The more you understand what's your purpose and you follow that purpose, the more you're becoming happy. But again, for a woman, the number one duty and purpose is being a mother and a wife. So